Hey, so welcome back to Real Food Vlog. I don't think I've ever showed you our family's marinara sauce or red sauce, but I'm going to show it to you now. Now, I've already browned off the meatballs. That's on a different video. So if you want to check out how to brown the meatballs, if you don't know how to do that, then you can check that video out. Okay? But now, at this point, once we've browned off the meatballs, okay, we browned them on one side really well, okay, got a really nice start. I'll show you. Look at those meatballs, okay? Now we haven't cooked them all the way through because we're going to end up cooking them through in the sauce, okay? And I've got some mushrooms that I've added to the bottom of the pot, okay? So I've got that working out for us. All right, so some button mushrooms, okay? I would say about 2 cups worth of button mushrooms, or you can use cremini mushrooms, or you can even use dried porcinis if you want to kick it up a notch, okay? So I've got some mushrooms in there. I'm going to add some salt, okay? And this is a great time, I think, to add some seasonings to the mix, some dried basil, dried thyme, and dried oregano, okay? Just to give the mushrooms to absorb this flavor. The mushrooms will absorb as much flavor as you put into them, okay? So I've got the meatballs to the side. I'm going to wait to put those in. I've got my mushrooms. I want you to see the bottom of this pan. I picked up all the flavors from the mushrooms, okay? Or from the meatballs, okay? All those dark bits there at the bottom of the pan. They're going to incorporate now into the sauce, they're going to soak up into the mushrooms, okay? So that's what you want to happen, okay, with that. So once we got these mushrooms sauteed, and you're going to have to add a little bit of oil to them just because they absorb so much, like a sponge, okay? So now we're going to add in this is about 2 rough diced green bell peppers, okay? We got 1 whole onion. You can use a red onion or a yellow onion or whatever you got. Got a white onion, that's fine, okay? And then some fresh parsley. This is about a half a bunch to 1 full bunch of parsley chopped, okay? And then, don't tell anybody, but I add a little bit of garlic. My mom doesn't do this, but I add a little bit of garlic. Okay? Chopped fresh garlic. And then I add some of these dried herbs again. You want your veggies to taste good so the final sauce tastes great, okay? So I add those in. That was just some dried thyme, dried basil, and dried oregano, some salt, and some pepper, okay? So now, what I want you to see is another trick. We add a little bit of nutmeg. We also put this in our meatballs, but we also add it to the veggies. Okay? No one will know what's in there. It's an authentic Italian trick, okay? So now I've got some crushed tomatoes, okay? A whole big can, and some tomato sauce that I'm going to add to this, as well as some tomato paste I forgot to open. I'm going to finish doing that, and then we'll finish the sauce up. Okay, check this out now. We've got the veggies that are sauteing, they're getting translucent, means the onion's getting soft, the bell pepper's getting soft, the mushrooms are getting soft. It smells fantastic. We're going to add the meatballs back in there as soon as we get the sauce in. So now basically we have 2 big cans of sauce. We've got the crushed tomatoes, okay, we want to add into here, as well as some tomato sauce, okay. And then in addition to that, we're going to add about 6 to 7 of the small 8-ounce tomato paste, okay. And then we're just going to add about a can, up to a can of water. Okay, add the meatballs back in. Okay, add the meatballs back in there to the pool with all the juices that are in them. All right, and then we're going to stir this with my trusty spoon. Okay, to incorporate that tomato paste. We're going to let this cook anywhere from an hour and a half to all day. Okay, you could even do it overnight and cover it, put it in the oven at 200 degrees and let it go overnight. Like I said, the longer it cooks, the better. And obviously it'll be better tomorrow, which is Thanksgiving, so that's why I'm doing it today as well. So, and to get it out of the way, right? I want you to check this sauce out right now. Okay, that's our family's marinara. We might need to add a little bit more water as we're cooking this down, but we'll just make sure we stir it or keep it on the ultra-low simmer burner. So hey, this is our family marinara sauce from the Ortegas, from our family years. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a great time with your families. From our family years, thank you for joining us on Real Food Blog. We'll see you next time.